There's a video that was just released recently, I guess yesterday, of Raoul Pal, I believe that's how you say his name, talking about when you should sell your crypto. And if you search the Google engines, if you search YouTube, like it's a common question. It's a common question that people have. Okay, well, when do you sell? When do you sell? And as somebody that's been in crypto since 2013, when I see questions like this, it just lets me know like how many people that still don't really understand crypto. I would estimate that probably like 90+% of people still don't truly understand crypto. And that includes Raoul Pal, who I really have a lot of respect for. He knows a lot about the macro economy. He knows a lot about the inner workings of certain economies, certain countries, and things like that. I've been following the guy for a while. I really like him. But when it comes to crypto, Raoul does not know more about crypto than I do. Period. And it's not just because I've been in crypto longer. It's because it seems like he still doesn't get it. And videos like this and others just, pretty much lay out the fact that, okay, he still doesn't have it. And so what I'm going to try to do in this video, I realize for 90% of you, this isn't going to work. 90+% of you are going to get triggered by this. Okay? I already know this. But again, how do you know that somebody knows what they're talking about? You go back and look. Go back and learn about my story, how I got here. I literally got here by using these strategies, not by having somebody give me money, not by starting companies, all of those things which are noble. Like it was just me and nothing else, and borrowing knowledge that I understood from stocks and options and things like that. And once I applied it to crypto, over time, it just took off. Okay, so here's the thing. This is I just found this is wonderful. This is something called visualcapitalist.com. And it's just what it says. It's a visual in squares of different industries. And each square is worth 100 billion. Now, I do have to say that these numbers are going to be a bit different now because I want to say this was done in 2020. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So a bit different, but you get it. Okay. So each square is 100 billion. So here's silver. Okay. Which at the time is worth 100 billion. The total value of the market of silver. Okay. Here is Bitcoin at the time of this chart, and all the other coins valued at 2.44 billion. Now we now know that that's over $1 trillion now. So this has grown. Okay. But all of this is still relatively in order. Now this is, again, as of 2020, military spending. Look how big military. Do you think the military spending has gotten bigger or smaller since 2020? Have there been more wars since 2020 or less? The threat of wars, right? So there's your military spending. Let's keep going. Much bigger than Bitcoin. Here is the U.S. budget deficit 2020. Is the deficit higher now or lower than 2020? Here is all of the coins and banknotes in circulation. Just these 4 areas: United States, Europe, China, and Japan. I get mixed up with the red sometimes. Okay, look at this. Look at all of these 100 billion squares, and this isn't every country. It's just these. Okay, let's keep going. Fed's balance sheet as of 2020, all of these 100 billion squares. Okay, here's how many billionaires in the world. Oh, and here's gold. Here's gold as of 2020, right? They're even counting the below ground reserves. And then here is the Fortune 500, which all of this has grown. Okay, Microsoft is bigger, Apple is bigger, Amazon is bigger, right? And then here's all of the stock markets. My good. Let me go back now. This keeps going, but we can stop here. Oh my goodness. No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. Here is the money supply. Isn't this what a great little simple chart this is. I love simple, effective things. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin. Okay, if you want to understand like just what this is about, just go to visualcapitalist.com and look at this. Okay, this is crazy, right? So why is all of this happening? Very simply, this is going to be a very simple video. It is because the world is printing money and you cannot just print Bitcoin. It's really that simple. Bitcoin is the measure of all the world's money printing around the world. That's how you can define Bitcoin. Like, you don't even have to read the white paper. I'm giving you the white paper right now. You can say that Bitcoin is a type of measure of all the world's money printing. Now, obviously, all the world's money printing isn't going to run into Bitcoin, and it hasn't, but it's a way to measure it. Probably less than 1% of all the world's money supply, less than 1% is in Bitcoin. So you only have to answer these 2 questions. Question number 1, are governments and central banks around the world going to continue printing money? All together now, yes. Yes. All right. Question number 2, is some of that money going to run into Bitcoin? All together now, yes. How do we know that? Because the world's largest asset manager in the entire world, with more money under management than anybody, just started their Bitcoin ETF, which is literally the beginning of a whole lot of people who dismiss Bitcoin getting into Bitcoin. And I'm saying Bitcoin specifically right now. It's not crypto yet. These ETFs aren't going to pump your crap coins. Sorry. It's not going to happen. Your coins are going to have some utility, bull run or not. It's going to run into Bitcoin. It's going to run into Ethereum, some other ones to a lesser degree. But that's where it is right now. Whatever else you're holding is going to make it or break it because of utility or community or both. So that's why I don't invest in crap. I don't invest in anything because of a picture or something. There has to be some utility behind it. But we're not going to make that about this today. All right. So this is how the money supply has increased, allegedly, reportedly. This isn't even the real numbers because we don't know the real numbers because they're not on the blockchain. That's the whole thing about the blockchain. But look at the monetary supply, increase since 2020. Okay, the Fed has introduced so many measures and increasing interest rates, and it's hardly made a dent. Now they're going to have to start printing money again. Okay, here's CoinDesk. Why the Fed will go back to easy money. Amid a recession and political paralysis, the Federal Reserve will have no choice but to revert to quantitative easing. Period. And you can say that about, you could just insert any country here. Any country here. It's not just the United States. This is everybody, because everybody's going to do what the United States does, unfortunately. Well, maybe not everybody, but most of them are. Okay, so before I show you this next thing, the answer to your question, when do you sell your crypto? When you understand this, when you understand that we're still at the beginning for Bitcoin, much less anything else, and that there's all this money elsewhere, and it hasn't found itself into Bitcoin. Why would they invest in Bitcoin in the first place? Because it's a limited supply and it has transfer values that other types of systems don't have. Period. If somebody wants to send $20 million to somebody in Bitcoin, it's going to cost them $15 to $20. Try to send $20 million through PayPal. Watch what happens. Cash App will send you a note if you try to send more than like $1,000 to somebody. Cash App, what you doing? Hold on, what you doing? $1,000. You can send millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands. Here's the most important part. You know what's better than being able to send 20 million to somebody? Being able to send $1. You can send $1 worth of crypto to somebody in another country, right? And on certain networks, it will cost pennies. Not the Bitcoin network, which is one of its faults. That's where it leaves the door open for other things, which I'm going to talk about what a lot of people think that other thing is, and I'm going to show you why it's not, right? But that's where it leaves the door open. But globally, Bitcoin is accepted so many different places. It's the most accessible coin right now. Right? The value of something goes up. Oh my goodness, I didn't even look at derivatives, which are the fakest. Derivatives are the Kardashians of the economic industry. Derivatives are the BBLs of the economic industry. Look at all these BBLs. Look at all these fake boobs and fake boo. Y'all know what a BBL is. That's what derivatives are. That's the one thing that Warren Buffett and I agree on. It's not even real. Derivatives is what made 2008 happen. I didn't even go down here. This is crazy. Look at all this BBL. Economy BBL. That's what happened in 2008. And then go back to Bitcoin. And you're asking, when do you cash out to what? The second that you cash out to fiat, you start losing. The minute. Oh, well, BSG Well, I gotta buy stuff, man. I'm trying to get me something, man. I'm trying to get me a G-Wagon. Yeah, bro, I'm not telling you not to do that. But what I'm saying is find somewhere that accepts Bitcoin. Are you starting to get it now? I'm not saying you're not going to be able to buy nothing. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to get nothing. What I am saying is it's going to be better for you to buy that stuff in Bitcoin because, number one, ain't going to be no transfer issues, right? It's not going to cost you a lot, right? And you'll get to stay in there. I've told you guys that I've been places and I will take some people out to dinner. And literally, by the time I paid for the dinner, by the time I got home, Bitcoin had gone up so much that it paid for like well over the dinner. Well over. Fiat doesn't do that. So when you understand that money is literally printed digitally or printed don't mean paper. They do it digitally now. They can make as much as they want whenever they want. When you understand that, you understand that you do not cash out, you do not sell Bitcoin ever. And if you find other cryptocurrencies that do other special things that have a special place, things that I've talked about on this channel, then you hold that as well. Right? 100 has a special place. What's the special place? I have seen where Britain is cracking down on like crypto when you leave the airport and things like that. Right? And they will literally confiscate your stuff. Literally confiscate it. So if I'm traveling, you best believe whatever I'm got to take with me, I'm putting that into 100. Because why? Because even if they took my stuff, they can't take 100. Now, some of y'all who don't know me, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Go back and look at why 100 is so special. And nobody's in it, and nobody knows about it, and it wouldn't even show up as a smudge on this, which is why that's so early. But that's what's special about it. It has a 100-hour time lock between every transaction. So literally, to protect yourself, you don't need a ledger. You don't need anything else. All you have to do is convert it to 100, and you're good for 100 hours. And however you need to long to hold it, you just top it up. You just add more. You can buy $5 worth, $10 worth. Nobody will be able to take it. I look for stuff like that. Okay? Now, speaking of what's next and what a lot of people think is next, right? When I talked about Bitcoin, being like it's going to cost you $15, $20 with all the other stuff going on with these ordinals and stuff like that, it might get as expensive as Ethereum. It already has in certain instances. So we don't know if that's going to continue to be a theme, right? And so for a lot of reasons, most negative, a lot of people think that Solana is like the next thing. And I have told you before, and I'm here to tell you that it is not. At least I'm not going to be investing in it for one reason and one reason only. And that is what? Do you see this right here? Max supply. Do you see this? That means there is an unlimited supply of Solana. That's what that means. There is basically it's like fiat. And it was designed that way because it was designed to enrich the people that made it, mainly Sam Bankman-Fried. You are in bed with Sam Bankman-Fried if you are in Solana. Point blank, period. And of course, he's going to design things where he can just print whenever he wants because he's a thief. The same can be said about XRP. Even though XRP does not report to have an unlimited supply, I have the documentation and the proof that it is. The coins that XRP is reporting, I believe they're reporting 100 billion. Let me just double check. They're reporting that they're 100 billion. I can tell you definitively, my son actually found this some years ago, that there is another 70 billion XRP. See there? They're saying it's only 100 billion XRP. Here's the funny part. Only 54 only 54 billion have been released. There's no burn that I'm aware of. And y'all wonder why XRP ain't going nowhere. Y'all wonder why it was $3 back here and it's 58 cents now. I don't care that it done went up from 32 cents to 23 cents. So what? Meme coins have got up way more than that. And some of these meme coins have more utility than XRP. XRP does not have any utility. It's not even a blockchain. Prove me wrong. Send me an Explorer. Send me an XRP Explorer, bro. Send me an XRP Explorer. There is none because there's no blockchain. But what there is beyond this 100 billion, there is another 70 billion XRP out there, and the XRP Foundation doesn't even deny it. You just have to know how to look for the right information. And my son, who's obviously my son, he gon' look. Because I be telling him, boy, don't bring me nothing unless it's airtight. He worked on that thing for a few days. I said, don't come talking no nonsense to me. He said, Dad, I got it. Boom, check it out. I looked at it. I couldn't believe it. I said, wow. Couldn't believe it. There's another 70 billion XRP out there. Oh, by the way, 3 dudes control like 86, 84% of the supply. Because they bought it? No, because they gave it to themselves. Yes, sir. So going back to Solana, even if it works as a blockchain, which it has proven that it does not, why would you even invest in a blockchain that has broken down like 19 times, bro? How are we talking about a decentralized blockchain when we have to stop and restart and reinitialize, re-download, upload, preload software, runtime, package, firewall, Solana, so many times, bro? And this right here, I'm not investing in it. If it works as a blockchain, wonderful. I haven't seen that it does. It's certainly not worth $41 billion. There's very little going on the Solana chain. I don't even know if it has legitimately, minus Solana, take Solana away. Take that away, it doesn't have a billion TVL, I don't think. If it does, it's because it's happened in the last 2 or 3 weeks when the last time I looked. Why I say take Solana away? You can't count the thing that's on the chain and say this is TVL, because they can just pump the price of Solana, which is what they've done, and say, see, we got a lot of TVL. Ethereum does the same thing. A lot of these platforms consider stake ETH as like TV. That's not a thing. That's actual ETH. That's Luna type stuff. Faking the font. Right? So take Solana away, how much TVL that they have. That's what they really worth. Okay? But if it works as a chain, great. I know when it works. When they put gas in the car, is, can be really cheap and efficient. You know what I'm saying? When somebody turn on the generator for the blockchain to work, it's pretty efficient. So in that place, it has a space. But as an investment, no, sir. Look at that unlimited supply. And so you can just fill in the blank for all the other ones that are the same way, that have an unlimited supply. ICP and others, they have unlimited supplies because they are enriching themselves. Right? So in these cases, if you're in them, yeah, you sell them. Oh yeah, we selling them. But what are we going into? We're going into the thing that has a limited supply, and that is Bitcoin. The thing that can be transferred, the thing that's not gonna stop you, the thing where you can send any amount, the thing that's not gonna ask for your ID, the thing that's not gonna care what you look like. So when do you sell your crypto? When it's Bitcoin, when it's useful crypto, you do not sell ever. It's your boy BSG. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video.